When I was younger and I had just started self-improvement, about a year and a half ago when I started self-improvement, I would spend like 2 hours a day watching videos of um some guy making edits about how masculine these people were in the movies and watching videos about with Hamza to learn new self-improvement tactics and watching him yell at me. And I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, this is all great. Yeah. And, it helped. Sure, it helped. It helped me stay motivated, helped me learn new things when I started self-improvement. But then as I started getting more and more into it, a year into self-improvement, and things started to go downhill, the videos just didn't hit the same they used to. I started to realize a really, really harsh truth about self-improvement that is not really talked about in this space by some of the bigger creators. I've seen some smaller creators talk about this more. And I think it's because as smaller creators, we don't care what happens at this point. But anyways, the point is that what happened is the video stopped hitting the same. I stopped caring so much about the videos and all the things that Emmanuel Hamza was saying because that's a guy I really watched. Because I started to realize, even subconsciously, that self-improvement was my responsibility. It wasn't anybody else's responsibility to make me successful. This was my responsibility. I had to do it myself. And it really woke up to a harsh truth because this video stopped being the same and I stopped doing well. I've stopped doing well. I've talked about this so much. It has sucked the past few months because I have stopped doing as well as I used to. And it really does suck. I've stopped really getting consistent with meditation and working out all the time. Last year I was talking about how I literally almost did 100 days in a row without skipping a workout. It was almost 100 days in a row. And then I skipped a workout on the day that we drove 18 hours to Disney. That was the first day that I skipped a workout in nearly 100 days. And this year, I can barely get 7 days in a row for some reason. I keep losing myself, losing 4 days at a time, 3 days at a time, and saying, oh, yeah, it's fine. Because what happened is I stopped getting motivated by all of these videos and I started having to use my real discipline. And when that worked, sometimes I didn't have the discipline. I still don't have the discipline that I need to if I want to be successful. And it's going to suck when you start to realize that the videos aren't working, the motivation isn't coming anymore, but you still have to keep improving. You still have to keep working out even when you don't want to. And don't let anybody fake you out. Everybody's going to become a victim to it. I was a victim to it. Other YouTubers were victims to it. You're probably going to be a victim to it, even though I'm telling you that it's going to happen. So don't get it twisted that you're the only one that did it and that nobody else has the problems like you. But realize that it is going to come and it is going to suck. There's going to be multiple times where you want to quit, where you just want to punch a mirror because you're so angry with yourself. But you also have to realize that in those points is when you can start improving yourself more. I find that when I'm angry with myself, I have the best workouts. I have angry workouts. I hate workouts. Well, I'm pushing myself to my max because I want to hurt myself. Not in that way, like I want to get a good workout, get a good pump in and make myself feel better. And, angry workouts make me the best. Also keep you in the cycle of getting angry when you go low. You start improving again, getting comfortable. When you go low, get angry, get comfortable. And it just stays in this kind of loop of getting angry, getting comfortable, and angry, getting comfortable over and over again. And it's going to suck. I'm in that right now. Missed 3 days of working out in a row for 4th of July because I had a sleepover. I didn't feel great. Blah 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 blah. Got angry. Next week, boom, felt like I was back on track. Had a little bit of junk food that was fine. Felt like I was improving again. Got comfortable. Next weekend, missed 2 workouts again. Got angry again. This week, a little bit less good, but still decent with working out. Boom, got comfortable. Missed another workout yesterday. And it's really gonna suck, bro, because you're gonna wanna quit. You're gonna wanna hit things. You're gonna be pissed at yourself, at everybody else. It's going to suck. But that's the time when you're gonna realize that it's your responsibility. Nobody else can pull you out of the trenches except for you. And even though you don't want you don't want to. You don't want to leave the trenches. You think it's fine in situations. Oh, I'm having a little bit of junk food. It's going to suck. Trust me. But in those times when you start to realize that self-improvement is your responsibility, is when you become successful. I talk about this a lot, but when you don't have these times when you want to quit, when you just want to break down and cry because you're so angry at yourself for what you've done, when you build more character, when you decide instead of bitching about it and just being like, "Oh, I should be better," fucking doing something about it. I was pissed this morning, but I'm still here recording. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm recording. It took me a while, sure. I started recording at 7:30 because I didn't want to get up and I didn't want to do it today. I was mad at myself and I didn't want to record because, oh my God, I didn't want to, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm still here recording. I'm actually doing something about it. This is going to make me feel better because I'm going to realize that maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I can, in fact, do things. So instead, when you get in these situations where you're pissed at yourself, where you think that you're failing at self improvement and you don't want to continue anymore, I want you to remember this. Instead of just sitting there and whining, because that's only going to make it worse, start doing something about it. Start doing something that will make you feel better. Go do a workout, go for a run, go swim, whatever you want to make yourself feel better. Just do it because your brain is very forgetful, has short term memory. So if you're pissed about not doing things well, by doing something well, like going and doing a good workout, your brain's gonna forget that you were really mad in the first place and you're gonna be fine. Your brain's gonna be like, well, we just hit this good workout and now we feel better. And it's gonna blow off some steam, trust me. So the next time that you get sad, that you get angry, that you're not doing well, just go work out. Go do something productive that's gonna make your brain realize that it still can do well. It still can succeed despite the past 3 weeks. Because in the grand scheme of things, 3 weeks is nothing. 3 weeks is what? I mean, 8% of the year, maybe even less than that. And, you know, that's a little time in a year, but think about that in the grand scheme of things. I'm 15 years old. 3 weeks is what? What's 850? I don't know, 4% of the year? 4%? But you know what I mean. It's super, super small in the grand scheme of 0.5% of my entire life. Yeah, 0.5% of my entire life is 3 weeks. The other 99.5% of my life is still just 15 years. Think about your entire life. What if you were 70 years left? Then it's like 0.001% of your life. It's not going to change much in the grand scheme of things. Maybe it'll change much a little bit now, but in the grand scheme of things, 3 weeks isn't going to do anything. But if you let 3 weeks become a month, and if you let that month become an entire year, then things start to get bad, right? which is why we get so good. 3 weeks of self improvement won't do anything, but a year is going to change a lot. 10 years is going to change even more. The same thing. 3 weeks of being bad, whatever. In the grand scheme of things, you're going to suck a little bit more now, but it's not going to change much in the far future, right? So instead of making the 3 weeks longer, let yourself get back into it. Get back into it. It doesn't matter. Just do something productive and tell yourself that yes, you still can do these things. Because trust me, you'll feel a lot better when you start to do them again. So whenever you get down in these points of self improvement where you suck and you don't want to do it anymore, just go do something productive. Just get back on track. Don't worry about everything that you've done because you can't change what you've done. Just worry about what you can do now to fix it. Anyways, hope this video helped. Remember to do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Love you guys. Bye bye.